A life cut short. Lincoln's journey and legacy. His story is one of resilience, leadership, and profound impact on the course of American history. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, rose from humble origins to become one of the nation's most revered leaders. His journey from a modest log cabin to the highest office in the land is a testament to his determination and vision. Born in a log cabin in Kentucky, Lincoln's journey to the White House was marked by perseverance and self-education. Despite numerous obstacles, he taught himself law and entered politics, driven by a deep sense of justice and equality. His eloquence and compassion made him a symbol of hope during one of the most turbulent periods in American history. Lincoln's speeches, including the Gettysburg Address, continue to resonate with their powerful messages of unity and freedom. Lincoln led the nation through the Civil War, holding the Union together and ending slavery. His leadership during this time was crucial in preserving the nation and redefining its values. His Emancipation Proclamation stands as a testament to his commitment to justice. By declaring the freedom of all slaves in Confederate-held territory, Lincoln took a monumental step towards ending the institution of slavery in America. Lincoln's legacy continues to inspire generations with its message of unity and equality. The Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. stands as a tribute to his enduring influence and the ideals he championed. The fateful day, April 14th, 1865. Just days after the Confederate surrender, a sense of relief filled Washington, D.C. The Civil War was finally over, and President Lincoln looked forward to healing and reconciliation. Lincoln's day began with a cabinet meeting to discuss plans for the South's reconstruction. He then met with several visitors, including a delegation of Native American leaders. That evening, the Lincolns planned to attend a performance of Our American Cousin at Ford's Theatre. Little did anyone know that this seemingly ordinary day would end in tragedy. The assassin, John Wilkes Booth, emerges. John Wilkes Booth, a renowned actor and Confederate sympathizer, harbored a deep-seated hatred for President Lincoln. Booth vehemently opposed Lincoln's policies, particularly the Emancipation Proclamation. As the war drew to a close, Booth became increasingly desperate. Booth, along with co-conspirators, devised a plan to assassinate Lincoln and other high-ranking officials. He saw Lincoln's attendance at Ford's Theatre as the perfect opportunity to carry out his deadly plot. A shot in the dark, the assassination unfolds. As the play Our American Cousin unfolded, the audience was unaware of the impending tragedy. President Lincoln, seated in the presidential box, seemed relaxed and engaged. At approximately 10:15 p.m., Booth slipped into the presidential box and fired a single, fatal shot. Chaos erupted as Booth fled, leaving behind a scene of horror and disbelief. Security in shambles. A tragedy foretold. Several security lapses allowed Booth to carry out his deadly plan with ease. John Parker, a Washington police officer assigned to guard the presidential box, was absent at the time of the assassination. The door to the presidential box was left unguarded, allowing Booth to enter unnoticed. The lack of proper security measures at Ford's Theatre that night had fatal consequences. Conspiracy theories, unraveling the motives. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln has been the subject of intense scrutiny and debate. While Booth's role as the assassin is undisputed, questions remain about his motives and whether he acted alone. Some historians believe Booth was motivated solely by his devotion to the Confederacy and hatred for Lincoln. Others suspect a more complex plot, pointing to Booth's connections to Confederate agents. One theory suggests Booth was part of a larger conspiracy orchestrated by Confederate leaders in exile. Evidence suggests Booth was in contact with Confederate agents and received support from them. Suspects and conspirators, a web of intrigue. The investigation into Lincoln's assassination quickly widened to encompass a web of suspects, each with their own motives and connections. Authorities believed Booth did not act alone and had help in planning the assassination, forming a complex conspiracy. One key figure was Mary Surratt, the owner of a boarding house where Booth and his co-conspirators met to discuss their plans in secret. Another suspect was George Atzerodt, who was supposed to assassinate Vice President Andrew Johnson but lost his nerve at the crucial moment. David Herold played a crucial role in helping Booth escape from Washington, D.C. after the assassination, guiding him through rural escape routes. Lewis Powell was tasked with assassinating Secretary of State William Seward, but only managed to wound him, adding to the chaos of that fateful night. Lincoln's enduring legacy, a nation mourns. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln sent shockwaves throughout the nation and the world. The news spread rapidly, and the grief was palpable in every corner of the country. The man who had guided the Union through its darkest hour and brought an end to slavery was gone. His leadership during the Civil War had been a beacon of hope and resilience. The nation mourned the loss of its leader, and the world mourned the loss of a champion of democracy. People from all walks of life came together to honor his memory, reflecting on his contributions to the nation. Lincoln's death had a profound impact on American history, making Reconstruction even more challenging. His vision for a united country was left to his successors, who struggled to fill the void he left behind. Despite his untimely death, Lincoln's legacy has only grown stronger over time. His words and actions continue to inspire generations, reminding us of the values he stood for. He is remembered as one of the greatest presidents, revered for his integrity, eloquence and commitment to liberty and equality. His legacy lives on in the monuments dedicated to him and in the hearts of those who cherish freedom and justice.